in order to ensure a safe and orderly start of school in spring 2020. The Provincial Education Bureau, the Provincial Health Committee, and the Provincial Market Supervision Bureau jointly formulated the following two documents: the detailed rules for the verification of start conditions of primary and secondary schools in spring 2020 in Shandong Province, and the detailed rules of the verification of start schools for colleges and universities in spring 2020 in Shandong Province. Detailed verification contents and key verification methods are included in both of the documents. The verification methods include data access, on-site connection, random interview, on-site inspection. The key points of the verification are as following. 1. Clean and disinfect. Disinfection time, method, and person in charge need to be documented. Operation demonstration. Check whether the operation is in accordance with the regulations, whether disinfectant selection, personal protection are properly done. Here in the program is Zhang Xiaomei, Deputy Chief Physician of the Institute of Prevention and Control of Viral Infectious Disease, Shandong Center for Disease Control and Prevention, and a member of the Third Committee of the Health Education Branch of Shandong Preventative Medical Association. She will explain to us the significance of strict disinfection records for epidemic prevention and control. The prevention and infectious disease could achieve by managing the source of infection, cutting off the route of transmission, and protecting the susceptible population. Disinfection is an important measure to cut off the transmission path. Disinfection carried out in schools are preventative disinfection. The school has a large number of people. Coronavirus is mainly transmitted by droplets and direct contact. If the disinfection measures are not in place, once there are cases on campus, it may lead to the occurrence of clustered epidemic. Therefore, it is of great significance to do a good job in disinfection and prevention in strict accordance with the requirements of the specifications. Strict disinfection record is to urge the implementation of relevant disinfection work. 2. Quarantine space. Set up an emergency quarantine area on campus. Make sure it meets the requirements, and there is also a person in charge. Once the school found cases of fever and cough, before the suspected cases and close contacts sent to the hospital for treatment or appointment a quarantine location for isolation. These people need to be observed in the school's emergency quarantine space to reduce contact with other students and faculty, as well as the impact on the surrounding environment, so as to prevent the spread of the epidemic. Three, cafeteria management. Cafeteria staff shall carry out pre-job training, do a good job in personal protection, conduct identity verification and body temperature test. Food purchase channels should all be easily traced. The storage temperature and the humidity of the raw material should meet the safety requirements. Keep food processing area and dining place clean and disinfected. Public tableware shall be cleaned and disinfected properly. Separation of raw and cooked food. Dining management. Check whether the dining table arrangement is reasonable. Arrange measures for dining at the same direction. Schools should pay attention to the following 5 points implementing the rules. First, cafeteria staff should not enter the workplace with illness, and the temperature measurements should be carried out regularly. In case of suspicious symptoms, they shall be isolated in the quarantine space and handled in according to the relevant regulations. Second, we should do a good job in the disinfection and cleaning of the environment and the surface of articles, and do a good job in the cleaning and the disinfection of food utensils. Third, wash hands frequently. Fourth, food safety. Go to the standard supermarket to get your food supplies. Fifth, ventilation should be frequent. Number 4, back to school. We should take into account the risk level of epidemic situation, traffic conditions, preparation of school emergency plans, density of schools, and the characteristic of different age levels. On the day of school opening, students of different grades can come to school at a different time to avoid whole school gathering. Here are some suggestions for our school students and parents. According to the plan of returning to school, the school should make a good plan and rehearsal in advance. Each school should make a reasonable plan and arrange time according to the teaching characteristics of different grades and shifts, so as to reduce the gathering of people and ensure the safety of students. Students should arrive at school on time and leave school on time according to the teacher's requirements. Follow the teacher's order to line up for temperature measurements. Leave school orderly and keep a distance with others in the line. Parents should follow relevant regulations of the school, send the students to school on time, and leave the school in time. Do not linger at school. Number 5, campus access management. Set up temperature detection points. Make sure location setting, personal management, and record management are complete. Set up system for going out. Make sure procedures are complete. Real names of visitors should be registered. Registration record should be complete. It is recommended that school should adopt closed management. School should strictly implement the system of in and out registration, examination and approval of identity verification and body temperature detection. Strengthen the management of the staff on campus and strictly control the entrance and exit of the staff. Anyone living on campus, they should also be managed according to the requirements of the staff. Anyone whose temperature is over 37.3 degrees Celsius is not allowed to enter school gate. Number 6, teaching preparation. Prepare transitioning teaching plan as students transition from online learning to normal classroom learning. Student assessments should be done to accurately analyze their learning quality to ensure that every student can master the knowledge they had been learning. For students of lower grade of primary school, if they did not participate in online courses, teaching should start from the very beginning. Students who cannot return to school on time, individual learning plan should be provided. Colleges and universities should evaluate their own situation to move on according to the characteristics of different major, different grades, and different courses. Each school should have their own unique policy, and each school should have multiple strategies helping students online learning and transitioning back to school learning. And according to the implementation of the current situation and assessment results, timely adjustment need to happen to make sure a smooth transition from online teaching to classroom teaching during this special period.